Hey, I remember when they said we wouldn't pop.
What?
Now we signed a deal, FFS, we at the top. Podcast booming, every team we gotta watch. Free agency, the league just split the block.
Yeah.
Seattle traded Geno, now they gonna bound.
What?
Patriots spent racks, whole squad locked down. DK to the Steelers, Debo out in DC. Every signing got the whole league in a frenzy. Sign them. If you need a QB, go and sign them.
Yeah.
Franchise tag them or resign them.
What?
Boys with the heat, we remind them. We talk deals, y'all just rewind them. Sign them. If you need a QB, go and sign them.
Yeah.
Franchise tag them or resign them.
What?
Boys with the heat, we remind them. We talk deals, y'all just rewind them. Daniel Jones got a proven deal.
Okay.
Jets got feels, man, this feeling real. Cowboys grabbing depth, Solin Thomas on the field.
Boom.
Meanwhile, the Falcons trying to stack and build. Metcalf to the Bird, Wilson to the Fins. Rodgers got released cause old ass to the streets.
Damn.
Team stacking weapons, trying to go and get that win. Check the podcast, get the scoop from within. We got the info, let the hot takes begin. Hold up. Who got paid? Let's break it down.
Yeah.
Some teams stacking up, some teams clown.
Trash.
Hit the mic, break the news, bring the sound. Sign them. If you need a QB, go and sign them.
Yeah.
Franchise tag them or resign them.
What?
Boys with the heat, we remind them. We talk deals, y'all just rewind them. Sign them. If you need a QB, go and sign them.
Yeah.
Franchise tag them or resign them.
What?
Boys with the heat, we remind them. We talk deals, y'all just rewind them. Sign them. If you need a QB, go and sign them.
Yeah.
Franchise tag them or resign them.
What?
Boys with the heat, we remind them. We talk deals, y'all just rewind them. Hey, I remember.
You remember?
Yes. That was beautiful. That was beautiful.
There's always something. There's always something fun to do. But basically, the only news today, a couple players got released. An offensive tackle. The Lions lost an offensive tackle. Aaron Rodgers got released this afternoon. Blah, blah, blah. A couple other pieces signed. No big signs today. Obviously, Cooper Kupp got released.
Yeah.
Only thing Philly did so far was sign A.J. Dillon.
Yeah.
Is Charles muted?
Listen to this motherfucker. Listen to this motherfucker.
I thought he was mocking me.
There's no real news. He goes, there's no real news, and then rattles off like a damn gambling
I don't consider an
company
offensive
for 45
tackle, an
seconds.
offensive guard, a nose tackle.
NewYorkHope.com.
These are on MSN. I mean, they're not obviously.
No, I'm just.
I was hoping somebody would have been able to make the Cooper Kupp trade happen before they had to release them. Rodgers would have went somewhere before they had to cut him. It's sad seeing players like that just not getting cut.
84 million.
Yeah.
I don't feel nothing for Rodgers. I hope he doesn't find a team.
What?
We're
gonna find a team. My boy ain't gonna find a team.
He actually has 3 people waiting.
Oh yeah, let's be honest. He's
one of those,
probably going to end up in Pittsburgh. Charles and I talked about this. He's probably going to end up in Pittsburgh.
I think if he goes to Pittsburgh, I feel like
he might.
One of two things is going to happen.
You know,
Either
I don't know.
Rodgers is going to quit midway through the season, having Antonio Brown CTE because Mike Tomlin's going to break him, or Mike Tomlin's going to get fired.
I don't think
Minnesota.
I think there's too many weapons in Pittsburgh for him to completely fail. Plus a decent defense.
Yeah, with DK now.
Yeah.
I hear you. That sounds great, but it's also Aaron Rodgers.
And
that old man can't throw.
But he didn't have an offensive line in freaking New York, so.
Even when he had moments to throw, he still underthrew him.
And let's be honest, like the offensive line in Pittsburgh's not fantastic either.
No, it's better
Good
in
teams
Minnesota.
but good teams that played against the Steelers ate their offensive line up. Look at Baltimore, look at Kansas City, look at Philly. Guys that had defensive lines that were okay could kill the Steelers' O-line. So if he goes to Pittsburgh, it's just going to be just as bad.
He's not mobile.
No.
Here's a question for you: who's more mobile, though, Aaron Rodgers or Brock Purdy?
Probably
Aaron
Brock
Rodgers.
Purdy.
I was
Brock
going to say
Purdy.
because I don't think Brock
Brock
Purdy's
Purdy.
very, very mobile.
Brock Purdy.
You
He
think Brock
hasn't tore-
Purdy's more
he
mobile,
hasn't torn his
than Aaron
Achilles.
Rodgers?
Yes.
He hasn't had to because he just hands the ball
There's
off
that.
or he throws the ball, gets rid of the ball
Well,
quick. You don't hold on
we're
to the
gonna
ball
see-
very long.
We're gonna see next year what
think
he's
we-
really made of.
We saw what he's really made of this year, though.
That dude got paid. What do you mean? What do you mean we saw what he was really made
Because
of?
he didn't have anybody, so we know exactly what's gonna happen
Oh,
next
yeah,
year.
yeah. He's gonna be fine.
It's gonna be the same thing all over again.
I don't think you and I think we're saying the same thing, but I don't think you and I are on the same boat.
Is
I
he
think
gonna
he's gonna
suck? No.
I think he's gonna be fine.
I'm just saying he's
Oh,
not.
yeah.
Like it's like
For
we
5
know
years now, it doesn't matter.
because he's not gonna
So he's like Sam Darnold in Seattle. I don't give a fuck if I'm good or bad. I got 100 million.
just give me my money.
I got 100 million. I don't give a fuck if I'm good or bad now. Trade all my wide receivers. I don't care.
The new age Kirk Cousins.
Hey,
Just
listen,
stealing
at
money
this
from
point,
NFL
at
Seattle
this
does
point,
this all the time. Seattle overpaid for Matt Flynn.
dude.
They overpaid Geno Smith, and now they're overpaying. What's his name again?
Sam Bradford.
Sam Bradford.
Darnold.
Here's the thing: are they just
Same
reeling
thing.
because they don't have a basketball team anymore? So they're putting it all in on the line for their football team.
I don't know. And then not just
Well-
even that, they got rid of Geno Smith to the Raiders, and the Raiders are about to give him a new contract anyway.
Yeah.
So
I'm more
it's
disappointed that McDonald said, "Yeah, let's take Darnold," but
That's
I don't know.
You know what? That does change a few things for me.
For what? Which part?
I forgot it's not Pete Carroll.
no, it's Mike McDonald.
It's Mike McDonald. And I think if Kevin O'Connell can do that with Darnold, I think McDonald can. I think where Darnold's weakness lies is when Sam Darnold feels pressure.
Blitzed.
The moment Sam Darnold and I whether on the field or upstairs mentally. Both of those scenarios.
This was a college thing. This went back to USC.
But they've
well,
always
and
said
now
that about him, though.
He runs into another problem. Who the fuck is he throwing to in Seattle?
Uh,
Tyler Lockett's gone.
in-
DK's gone.
You got
Valdez Scantling just got picked up for $5 million.
Like,
JSN's really good, and they've got a decent running back.
and
Yeah.
you
They've
still
a good
got
offensive
Kenneth
line.
Walker. I'm not saying that they have the most.
They're definitely
Howard
drafting
offense.
somebody.
He's also going from Jordan Addison and Justin Jefferson to JSN. And I like JSN, but he's not Justin Jefferson. Hell, he's not even Jordan Addison.
No,
I will for the
So
first time in
you're
my
going to a
life.
significant downgrade.
For the first
I
time
take
in my
JSN
life,
over Jordan Addison.
I agree with what Dan Orlovsky said
I
for
see
the
what you're
first time in
saying.
my life. He said that Sam Darnold is leaving a comfortable egg for the bag. And I agree, because at the end of the day, I think he would have probably had a better career in Minnesota with what's around him there than he would in Seattle.
I think it's a lose if he stays in Minnesota.
Do you know why he wasn't going to stay in Minnesota? Because DJ is they wouldn't reach up for a quarterback like that if they didn't believe in him and want him there.
And
Like,
that
You
was-
had,
it's
you had
obvious.
maybe one more year, which is
Yeah.
why Aaron Rodgers is perfect for Minnesota.
But the
And that's
money
why
I don't
Minnesota
think is
hasn't
perfect
shut
for
the door.
Minnesota.
That's why Minnesota hasn't shut the door. The Jets are paying $84 million of Aaron Rodgers. This is a Russell Wilson situation. You're going to pick up Aaron Rodgers 1 year on a veteran minimum. That's why he has suitors.
I don't know. I see so many Minnesota reports saying that they don't even want him there. Like the fans want him there, but Minnesota don't want him there. If you watch what happened in New York, that's the same player you're going to get. So why would you want that?
Yeah.
He has a bad
That's
shadow
why-
following
you know,
him
That's
around.
why
I
Shaquille
not-
O'Neal.
I don't think
disagree with you, Charles. I'm just saying that
Yeah, Shaquille O'Neal was an Orlando Magic until a reporter decided he was a Laker.
Yeah.
Just so everyone knows, right?
Not wrong.
54 or 64% of the people was like, we don't even want to see you anymore. So he's like, oh, I was staying, but all right, later. I'm going to LA now.
And they probably regretted that decision. Orlando had two decisions, even though it's off topic. They had two regrets. The Shaquille O'Neal not re-signing him, and then not able to sign Tim Duncan to play alongside Tracy McGrady. You know why they didn't? Why he chose not to play in Orlando? Because Doc Rivers' dumbass wouldn't let Tim Duncan bring his wife to the contract talks.
Oh,
on the
well,
plane
yeah,
and
that's
fly
good.
him out to Orlando. And so he goes, fine, I'll just stay in San Antonio.
And
Nice.
ended up a Hall of Famer
And now there was a dynasty in San Antonio because Doc Rivers didn't know what the hell he
with
was doing.
fucking 5 championship rings.
I don't go here.
Or 4, I don't know which.
But
if
He's got a championship ring.
it's fucking hilarious. No, but I think
He's
too,
still
the
a
other-
terrible coach.
He won with Paul Pierce.
He
and
is
Kevin
a terrible.
Garnett.
He is a terrible coach.
Ray Allen was the only thing that saved them. And then he had to go save
Yes.
LeBron.
And shut their ass down again.
Rondo wasn't Rondo like really good in that 08 series too when they played the Lakers?
Defensively, and yeah.
He was that guy because
But he didn't turn the ball over and took 6 shots and made
He was
3 or
a
4 of them
pure
every
point
night.
passing defensive point guard. Like he was through and through a point guard for Boston. He didn't
It's-
take away from the
Okay.
big three, but knew his role.
We can relate this whole conversation to Kyrie and LeBron. Kyrie leading that whole LeBron saga to that championship too.
How'd
You
that
can-
work out for
Very
him?
comparable, but I agree with Charles. I think it had a lot more to do with coaching too than it did just a couple players.
Look at the Pistons with JB Bickerstaff right now and Cade Cunningham. I was just looking up at Cade Cunningham.
That's weird. How do you go from Monty Williams, who was quite frankly one of the best Western Conference coaches in the last 4 to 5 years, comes to Detroit, doesn't do diddly squat, gets a new head coach, and now all of a sudden they're a competitive team in the East out of nowhere. Granted, they have players because they have good young
they've
talent.
been banking for the last
The
13
people
years.
out there in that world that want to say coaching doesn't matter, here's your fucking pudding.
I sent Charles a video of that locker room now and then that locker room last year. It's a completely different locker room. Those
And
players
Cade
are having
Cunningham
fun.
is
They're
playing lights out right now.
Yeah,
Bro,
that
if
team
you-
actually plays tough. They play hard. There's not one game I
If
watched
you-
where they look like shit. They
Yeah.
try. They're trying. Like,
Yeah, I wish the
Anytime
Bucks
somebody
played
tells
with
me-
Detroit's effort.
yep.
Anytime somebody tells me when it comes to basketball, and I'm not the biggest basketball head, but when it comes to basketball, anytime somebody says coaching doesn't matter, the first thing I point to is the last time the Spurs won the NBA championship. They were all 8,000 years old. Manu Ginobili, Tony Parker, Kawhi, Timmy, all of them were old as shit. And nobody could beat them. And a lot of it is the heart of the players, but Pop had a huge role in that. Like without Pop, you don't have 35 and 36 and 37-year-old guys dominating in the finals like they did.
Fuck, you don't even have a 135-year-old playing 30 minutes in a fucking game nowadays.
Yeah. Yeah, and in those days when it was Timmy and Manu and Tony Parker, those guys were playing 48 minutes at 32, 33, 35, 38. Coaching absolutely matters, especially in the NBA. The Spurs are gonna lose or have lost Pop. I don't think he's coming back. And now the organization is gonna fall the fuck apart without
They
Pop.
get what they deserve.
Oh my God.
Period. The NBA and the San Antonio Spurs colluded on that fucking draft pick. I don't care. San Antonio is getting
that was
what
pretty.
it
That was bullshit.
fucking deserves.
So you're saying Wemby should have went to Detroit?
You're damn right Wemby should have went to
100%.
Detroit. 100%.
To lose out 2 years in a row and have the same odds and
And
to
Connor
get
Bernard should have went to the
not even
damn
get a
Red
top
Wings.
10 pick.
So are you saying they
Yes.
need to get away with this lottery draft?
No, and look at this, this is fucking beautiful. The Chicago Blackhawks, they're out there sucking Grinch dick, which is fantastic.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, hell yeah,
Oh,
that's
boy.
it. And the San Antonio Spurs, the same thing, except they're eating Grinch asshole, and I love it. I love every minute of it. I feel so bad about Wemby and his blood clots. I really do. I feel fucking terrible.
However,
Right?
comma.
And I pray to whoever you think is fair that he's okay. But fuck with the basketball gods. Fuck with the sports gods. There are gods, all right? Universally.
So you're saying the Jets, the
unimaginable
Spurs,
things.
and the Blackhawks, as of right now, are getting what they deserve.
Hey, they're going to be getting what they deserve for a long time, as far as I'm concerned.
The Jets, as
Listen,
far as
the
Jets are
Blackhawks won
concerned,
titles, so I don't care.
The Jets are going to get what they deserve for the rest of eternity. I don't think they're ever going to
Yep.
get past buying their Super Bowl.
Yep.
Okay, so I just want to say, at least for the next year, I hope they do well just because Justin's over there.
Justin Fields. Here's the kick. I was thinking about this earlier too. I hope the Jets do well just because I want Aaron Glenn to do better than Ben Johnson. And arguably, I think that's just because I don't want to see the Bears do good. I'm sorry, dude.
You can't let us have a moment.
Yeah, you guys have every offseason. You guys win every offseason.
I want it to start in September.
You guys win every offseason. You guys got 6 offseason championship trophies.
I don't have none of that. I don't got that banner. Where do I get that banner?
I'll mail it to you.
From goddamn Ryan Poles' office.
But we side quest on the NBA away from the Aaron Rodgers thing in Minnesota. We should double back to that real quick. Aaron Rodgers is a better fit in Minnesota than he is in Seattle. For one, it's going to be terrible wherever you go because you're either playing the Bears defense, which no matter what isn't the thing that's terrible about the Bears every year. So you've got that going. And then you've got the Lions who are pretty darn good. And you've got Green Bay who's pretty darn good. That's terrible, but I don't know how I view this being such a heavy NFC Norther. But which is worse? Baltimore and Cincy and the Browns, or the Bears, who arguably, no matter what I just said, for the first time ever, this does feel a little different for Chicago. So as much as Chicago's up in the air, I think the only thing the Cleveland Browns have on Chicago is Myles fucking Garrett at this point. So you ain't really got to worry about Cleveland as much as you're going to have to
have a healthy quarterback.
It's not going to be the one they paid $245 million for. It's going to be somebody they get in the draft or sign in the offseason.
No,
it's going to be Kenny Pickett.
The only thing you want from Cleveland that you wouldn't rather have in Chicago is Myles Garrett.
Yeah.
That's all I was saying. I wasn't saying Cleveland had anything better. So if you're Aaron Rodgers, you're playing Baltimore and Cincinnati, but Cincinnati's got a terrible defense every year minus Trey Hendrickson. You're going to get smoked by that dude. You're old.
Here's the thing with Hendrickson, too. Everybody's, he hasn't been traded yet. The dude is just waiting on how much money Cincinnati's going to throw at him. He does not give a shit about what team he's going to play for. That dude is just going to get paid.
No. That's and this is the thing, based off of what Crosby and Garrett just got paid.
Exactly.
He's got to get something in between there.
He's got to break the bank. He's got to get more than that, than Garrett.
He might get more than Garrett.
I'm like, you're right.
And
he's been leading the sack 3 years in a row.
Oh my God, he's going to have 50 million more, but he's going to have a little bit more, or at least the same.
How does Cincinnati pay him?
You can't.
Jamar Chase, who they've already said is the number one, so they can because they franchise tagged Higgins, so that doesn't go on the books.
But how do you? So you're telling me you're going to have 3 players, 2 that are non-QB, getting paid upwards in the high 30s, plus what you're already playing Joe Burrows, and expect to win?
They're dumb enough to franchise tag T. Higgins again, so.
I'm like, and then you're paying you're paying T. Higgins 26.5 off rip just for 1 year.
Yeah, what did they pay him last year? It's $50 million over the last 2 seasons they've paid him.
Yeah,
24 and 26 or something like that.
So I'm like, this Cincinnati is not doing Moneyball very well.
Paul, I sent you that link. Log in, and you got to log in under the Bears.
Okay, doing it right now.
All right, we're gonna do our mock NFL draft.
So this year's tag is a non-exclusive tag, by the way.
Yeah,
Higgins.
The second one always
for
is.
Higgins. Yeah. So that means teams can negotiate with him, and if another team signs him to an offer sheet, the Bengals have an option to match the offer or receive 2 first-round draft picks as compensation. So that does throw a little bit of smoke in the fire.
It does, but I don't believe there's ever been a team that's even done that, because who's going to lose 2 first-round picks over a fucking player?
Right. Before we get to the draft, though, I did want to hear your guys' opinions on the Aaron Rodgers. Should he go to Minnesota or should he go to the Steelers? That's why we're here, by the way.
You already know where I'm going with it.
Where should he go?
Honestly,
Pittsburgh.
Really?
That's where I believe he should go.
I don't think he leaves MetLife Stadium.
You think
he goes to the Giants?
Giants, yeah.
Like he comes back.
Because they are the other speaker on this table, yeah. Crazy.
Yeah.
Thing.
Fucking
really
Joe
has
Shane
terrible
just paid.
offensive lines.
Joe Shane just paid. What's their receiver's name?
Darius Slay, the same
What
amount
we
of money
paid
he pays.
What we paid Saquon last year, and so Shane is like the king of making really stupid, shitty deals. So I can see him overpaying Aaron Rodgers.
Bro,
It just doesn't surprise me.
how do you do that?
How do you do it, Charles? You know exactly.
All the way up until this moment, I was like, no, that shit was just for TV.
No, it's real.
And Saquon's being the way he is because he knows that it was a done deal and all that shit was just for TV. Because think about it, it was an amazing marketing ploy. We're still talking about it today. Regardless on whether or not the Eagles win the Super Bowl, which, by the way, congratulations, Mike. I don't think I ever really got to tell you that. Here's the thing, too, for all you people out there. Oh, why would you? He spends money on this team. Anybody who spends money, their own personal money, on something,
you're a champion, damn it.
You're a part of that culture, okay? Look at me. I wear Reebok. Whatever.
Look at this shit. I'm not spending money on this just to spend money.
It's a weak thing. It's a weak
money.
As a Green Bay Packer, a future shareholder, maybe we get to say it a little bit more. Regardless, blah, blah.
I'm going to buy a share from Green Bay just to say I own you bitches.
Good luck. Good luck. I don't even know if there's any available right now.
Dude, that wait list is going to start moving up pretty quickly, too. The people who have sold their tickets at 100%.
Charles, we talked about this, that they should have been doing this a long time ago.
They're going to be revoked. Yeah. Stoked.
Sucks for you guys.
Now it's only going to take 17 years instead of...
The funny thing is, did you know... My boss said this today, and it was on Bill and Rookie's radio show. They said the Green Bay Packers ticket sales don't pay for the players. Not a penny of it goes towards the players. It's all TV and media that pays for the Packer players. I thought, how can that be?
Oh, there's a lot. I mean,
and I looked it up. It's because the Packers are publicly owned. That's why.
Yeah.
And the media rights that team sold off to local stations have got to be in the hundreds of millions of dollars.
It's crazy because Fox has such a big thing to do with the Packers in Green Bay. It's just
when we go, media has a third of one of the sides of the stadium parking lot.
That's why I wish we could get in there. But I told you, did I ever tell you guys the story where Charles and I tried to get the podcast in on the Packers? I literally I got to talk to the lady that runs the Packers media thing, and I emailed back and forth with her. And she sent me a list of conditions and things that the NFL needs from us. So basically, we needed to be a syndicated radio show. We needed to have a television deal. We had to have FCC contracts. And I'm like, we're a podcast. What are you talking about? It's
this time we were saying,
yeah,
it was 38 seconds.
It was early. Yeah. Yeah, that part of it. But there's a lot. There's a lot that goes into it. And I agree. That's why ESPN and all these places have the rights to do it because they've put their foot in the door and they paid their dues. It is what it is.
We can get into the White House now. Okay.
Yeah.
So Steelers for you, Mike. Giants. That's right. Oh yeah, that's right.
I like this parody. It's freaking fantastic.
PR.
Steelers.
Really?
So
yeah,
Steelers,
it's gonna suck.
Giants in
and
Minnesota,
I pray that
right?
it sucks.
Oh, I think he should go to Minnesota. Yeah.
All right, yeah. This is three different choices. I like it.
I think it'd be hilarious.
Charles, are you going to log in for Mike and draft and do Mike so that we can get this rolling to get the Eagles on there? Yes, you're on. The Bears are loaded in. I've got the Packers loaded in at 1.
Am I doing it from here?
Did you send me a link?
I sent you in the group chat. If you want to pick a different team, it's fine. We'll just do the Packers collectively between the two of us.
Hey.
Hold on, give me a second.
So I don't know if you guys have ever done one of these. It's AI. So like the computer's gonna offer trades and stuff. So it's gonna be pretty interesting here.
I'm gonna try to log in from my computer. Right. I'm doing it from my phone, and it looks.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it up on the screen.
Oh,
so
okay, then never mind.
Yeah.
Man.
Does it still show I'm in there?
Yeah. Nope. You're gone.
Oh shit.
You can log back in through your. Just go in on your computer and.
That's what I'm about to do. So it don't
log in. Password's podcast, Charles.
Hold, please.
Shit.
Well, anyway, I watched another podcast, an NFL podcast. Pro Football Focus has a podcast that I listen to every now and then, and they did one of these, and they were literally arguing with the AI because they literally had just traded up from 13 to 8, and AI tried to offer them a second-round pick to move back down to 15. And I'm like, can I just put auto reject trade on here? Because this is ridiculous. There's no way this ever happens. But if this shit actually doesn't happen in a war room, and this is how it goes, I can understand why teams hang up and prank each other, because that's bullshit.
Yeah.
Isn't
Somebody
there a thing
said
that the
it, I
Detroit
can't
Lions
remember.
calling?
I can't remember. Somebody at the combine said that anytime they see a 215 area code, which is Philly, they hang up because they don't want to talk to Howie Roseman anymore because he's going to steal from them.
All right, I'm in there.
That probably had something to do with the Patriots back in
All right,
the day,
okay,
too, when you think about it.
All right, so I'm going to select my team.
Yeah, you pick the Eagles for Mike, and then that way we can get it rolling here. And then when it's up, Mike sees the board, he can just tell you what player he wants there.
How many rounds?
We're gonna go all 7.
Oh,
7?
shit.
It's auto pick. It
you're
goes
good.
quick.
I've got the. It's so funny. I was literally sitting
Well,
here
man, it's
yesterday.
already going. I don't think I'm in your group. Am I in your group?
Not yet.
No, see, I'm just in this random shit. All right.
Did you go multiplayer? You got to
Yeah.
click multiplayer.
That's what she said.
Lucky guy.
Multiplayer character limit username.
The funniest thing to me is the fact that Shadur Sanders is supposed to be the #1 draft pick, and he's fallen down to like 20th now or something. And I believe Mike was the one that said this. He said, I wouldn't be surprised if the guy goes like 15 and he goes to a team nobody expects.
Shit, what was the password? Password?
Podcast.
Podcast.
Password.
Password is password.
Smart ass.
Got it. All right. No.
No, I was literally yesterday sitting here and just thinking about what does Philly need now that GJ's gone, Slay's
Right.
gone,
All
Bradbury's
right, I'm
gone.
here.
All right.
You're a dick. You're a dick.
What happened?
You can go pee, go. And you're picking for the Eagles.
What?
What an asshole.
Yeah, I love that.
You're not fucking slick.
What happened? That's funny.
This guy doesn't know. There's no off switch with this guy.
This is who I am. All right?
But if there was, it wouldn't be Chucky.
Listen, I'm here for all 100% of it.
You get a lot of it on the Facebook comments.
Listen, I'll talk about that, something that happened off camera that
All
was
right.
hilarious.
Oh shit.
That's funny.
All right.
This guy. Oh, don't do that.
I'm not adding it. You add it. All right, there we go. Okay, the Bears are on the clock.
Bears are on the clock, Paul. What do you got?
Hold on. Who's available still? Go to offensive lineman. Can you do that for me? Actually,
You have to do
people
it.
already got taken. I can't do nothing.
Yeah,
3,
you should be able to. You're logged
2,
in, aren't you?
Oh,
1. All right, you got the next person on the board there. Cool.
I wasn't looking.
He's
I
not
thought-
paying attention. All right,
All
Charles.
right. Green Bay's on the clock.
And Minnie wants to trade up 1 pick and give us the 139 for pick 24. Who does Minnesota want here, Charles? Reject or accept?
We reject that immediately.
And now the Giants are in on it.
No, because
Kansas City's jumping in on it. 31.
and Mecca-
2026
Yeah,
KC
that's because-
second rounder.
damn, you gonna keep talking like a 16-year-old girl on prom night? We got 43 fucking seconds left.
All right, Charles, who's taking?
And the wide
We take-
receiver, Emeka Egbuka,
What?
from fucking Ohio State.
Y'all gonna take a receiver in the first round? For
You're
the first time?
damn right.
Listen, they
We
should
just
hire
signed
you guys.
All right, Mike, you're on the clock.
This is
All
the
right,
perfect opportunity for us to do that. And if
go to defensive end.
oh shit, yeah, that's me.
Yeah.
You're Jack. You're Jack.
You got Skirtin from Texas A&M, Mike Green, Marshall, Landon Jackson, JT Tuamalu from Ohio State, Princely Umanano, blah blah blah. That's cats.
I'm gonna go Princely Umanmielen from Ole Miss.
What the fuck? You said defensive tackles, right?
Defensive end.
Oh, edge.
You're right, edge.
Okay.
Princely.
Yeah,
Princely
I
Umanmielen.
was on defensive tackles. I was like, you gonna pass up fucking.
Hey, yeah, they got. Remember, it's edge.
Yeah.
All right, Paul, back on the clock. Now, are you actually going to make a pick this time?
Here's the thing. Oof. Ooh. Who do you think here? I'm thinking a defensive tackle. I think there's a couple nice ones left on the board right now, especially Talik Williams.
Paul, you're back on the board. The Bears have 39 and 41 picks. The funny thing is, if the draft actually goes this way, it's actually pretty stacked.
Aaron Banks.
Nick Scorton's good. Tylik Williams is good.
Oh yeah, he's not there now. Not at 54.
All right, Charles, 54. So the top is a running back, Jalen Milroe quarterback, Jackson Dart quarterback, offensive tackle, running back, or edge rusher. There's a DB available from Florida State. What is our weakness?
I'm thinking JT from Ohio State.
Tuimoloau is his name.
He's a Green Bay Packer.
All right,
There you go, Mike.
Let's see. I'll take Josh Connerly Jr., offensive tackle from Oregon.
Nice.
I saw Judkins go on the board there before Noah Ginty's gone. My bad. Paul, you on the clock again.
Yeah.
The Bears need a center, correct?
Nope.
No? Oh, yeah, that's right. They shored that up. Tez Johnson, wide receiver, Oregon. You'd be the same player that you already got from Washington last year.
I don't know why I want to do this, but I want to do this.
I think he's shorter.
All right.
Holland Pierce, Rutgers, offensive tackle.
All right.
Mike back on the clock.
I will go to safety.
Ooh. Jonas Sanker, Jalen Reed from Penn State, Sebastian Castro, Iowa,
No.
Malachi Moore from
Go back.
Alabama.
Go back to offense. All right, I got Scatterbo there, Ewers, Kyron Lacey, Terrence Ferguson.
Will Howard.
I'm gonna take. You know what? I'm gonna take Terrence Ferguson, tight end, Oregon.
Terrence Fergie, Charles.
Because I think we're losing Dallas Goedert.
I just can't believe that the staples of the offense like that just blows my mind. All right, Charles, pick 124. Need over necessity now. Wide receiver. Well, I think we already took our wide receiver. Linebacker help. Defense. Linebacker. Stutzman from Oklahoma. Jeffrey Bassa, Oregon. Jack Kaiser.
Jack Kaiser from Notre Dame.
Got him.
Smart man.
That
dude's a
offensive
stud.
That offensive lineman we picked up there,
Yeah. What was your rate?
341 pounds.
Rated. Oh, big guy,
Go-
huh?
Massive.
Let's go to offensive guard.
All right, we got Dellinger from LSU, Luke Kanda, Cincinnati, Miles Frazier, LSU, Clay Webb, Jacksonville State, Marcus Tate, Clemson, Connor Colby, Iowa.
All right, we'll wait on that. Go to wide receiver.
Kyron Lacey from LSU, Savion Williams, TCU, Nick Nash, San Jose State, Theo Weiss Jr., Kobe Hudson, Antoine Wells Jr., Ole Miss, Jimmy Horn Jr.
Actually, go to linebacker real quick. Sorry.
Linebacker Danny Stutzman, Oklahoma, Jeffrey Bassa, Oregon.
I'll take Stutzman.
The Bears. Back on the clock, Paul.
Okay.
All right, Charles, we're back.
Riley Millis, defensive tackle, Notre Dame. 6'5", 291. We're going to put him in the meat room. We'll get some more meat on that dude.
Put him in the meat
on
room.
that bones.
I like how Charles is going over here profiling the guys.
6'5",
All right.
291. That's a big body.
All right, Mike, you got back-to-back picks here after the 2 picks with Carolina in between.
Ooh, dang.
So let's do. I will take Jay Pegas from Ole Miss, the defensive lineman.
Oh shit, that's me.
Defensive tackle, Jay Pegwaz or Pegweez.
Oh, I was already right there.
Yeah, whatever his name is. And then let's go.
You got Pat, go.
Offense.
Go, Pat, go.
Wide receiver.
Nick Nash.
Take Nick Nash.
Nick Nash, Charles.
I'll take Nick Nash from San Jose State.
Nice.
And then go to offensive guard. Should be right around the time for guard. And then I will take. Never mind. I don't like any of those guards. I'll just keep Mekhi Becton. Go to defense. And cornerback.
Tommy Hill is still available from Nebraska. Noel Williams.
Give me Tommy Hill. Fuck it.
Tommy
Nebraska.
Hill, Charles.
And then I got one more.
And the Eagles are freaking stacked in that, 5th round? That was 5.
Yeah, we got
another one. We got another one right there.
Go to safety.
Hunter Wohler from Wisconsin. Maxon Hook. Dante Trader.
Oh, you got to take Shiloh Sanders.
Shiloh
Not even a little
Sanders.
bit. Let's go to all so I can see who's best
All right,
available.
top available player is Shu. I think Shu had a pretty decent thing, but a quarterback. We don't need quarterback. There's 3
No,
out
I
of
don't need
4
him.
players are quarterback. Elijah Roberts, defensive tackle.
You just got rid of Kenny
I'll
Pickett.
take that first.
They got DTR though.
I'll take that first running back
Raheem Sanders,
from Rutgers.
Monagai.
Yeah, Mongai. And I think I'm done picking. I think that's it.
All right, Charles, back on the clock. What kind of beef eater husky boy do you got us picking up now? I'm honestly not against taking Kyle McCord at this point. Freaking Green Bay's got an absolute trash freaking quarterback.
Isaiah Waxter, quarterback, Villanova, 6'1", 206 or 209.
Villanova, where is he?
Yeah, quarterback, defense.
Cornerback. I don't even see this.
Defense, quarterback, number 2 on that list.
Isis Waxter. Got him.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't even see him. He's not even on the board. You gotta go defense. You gotta go deep. And I think that is it for
No, we got 2
everybody.
That should be the mock draft.
Oh, the Bears got one. Oh, no.
No, I don't got. It's not showing anything for me.
You had auto pick or something. I don't know what happened there.
I'm stuck on 168.
Yeah,
Go
it's
ahead
at
and pick up
232
Shiloh
here.
Sanders, Colorado, 245.
All right, let's just jump on him.
I don't see anything moving on my end.
Yeah, it's on auto pick. The Bears are just picking for themselves at this point. All right, last one. We got here, Charles. One more.
Your screen's frozen. The share screen's frozen. And so is Mike.
Not for me. It's not.
Donovan Edwards, running back, Michigan.
All right, offense, running back, DE. And finisher out.
Michigan.
There we go. All right, now we can do the summary.
I can't see nothing.
He'll tell you.
All right. Green Bay's draft. We'll recap it, then Charles will recap Mike's. And then, Paul, if you probably refresh your screen, yours will pop up on there. And then I can go through it for you. All right. Pick number 23, Green Bay selected Emeka Buka, wide receiver, Ohio State. JT Tumalu, edge rusher from Ohio State at 54. Holland Pierce, offensive tackle from Rutgers. Jack Kaiser, linebacker from Notre Dame. Riley Mills, defensive tackle, Notre Dame. As you can see, there's a pattern here for Charles. He's going with a lot of husk and a lot of beef. Isaiah Swaster. You just want this dude's jersey or what the fuck? Isaiah Swaster.
No, he's 6'1".
Waxter.
He's 6'1", 209.
He's a big dude. And I think we just threw
Oh, as a
Dion
corner, yeah, that's gonna be helpful.
we threw Dion a bone by picking his kid at 237. And then obviously Charles Donovan Edwards is a Swiss Army knife from Michigan. I think
we
he
lost
could become
A.J. Dillon, so
I do believe he could become a Swiss Army knife for him. Green Bay's probably is definitely taking a running back in the draft. They're not going to roll with whatever, but exactly. All right, we'll go here. We'll go get the Paul's full result.
So the reason I didn't go cornerback is
Yeah.
There's still DJ Reed out there, but Charvius Ward.
Yeah.
Man, that would be a really nice pick. And then, of course, we could always be reunited with Senior Douglas. Rasul Douglas.
Very true.
Yeah, it's not working for me anymore.
What's that? All right, Paul. All right, Paul, at 10, you took Will Johnson. And then in the second round, you had almost back-to-back picks with a one pick in between. Nick Scorton, edge rusher, Texas A&M. Tyleek Williams, defensive tackle, Ohio State. And in the third round, Bears took up Mason Taylor, tight end from LSU. Fourth round, I don't believe the Bears had a fourth-round pick. Fifth-round pick, Chicago, Malachi Moore, safety from Alabama. Round 6. Chicago got shafted out of a pick there as well. And then in 7, you Cody Simon at 233. And Brew McCoy, wide receiver from Tennessee. I'm surprised there's not a Texas draft pick on here, but you didn't pick them.
All right. The Eagles.
Mike is frozen.
No, he's not.
No, I'm not.
He's frozen on my side,
Not on ours.
and y'all are fine.
All right. So what did Fat Mike pick?
Go Pack.
GPP.
Yeah, Go Pack Go went with Princelele Umamanalale. Pick number 32, Edge Ole Miss. Pick number 64, Josh Connerlele Jr.
Connor Lele.
96th pick, Terrence Fegerson. Fear, tight end from Oregon. Pick 134, we got a Dooney Stutzman, linebacker from Oklahoma. 161, we got a Aja, defensive tackle from Ole Miss. Must be French. 160, you went with Ick Ash, a wide receiver from San Jose State. And pick 165, Tom Ill, from a quarterback from Nebraska. And then pick 168, it looks like you went with an Isle Manananagane? Mananagay. Pick number 168, running back from Rutgers.
Yeah, that sounds about, yeah. Princely Uman Mielen from Ole Miss is a fucking monster.
That's not how you say it.
Well, who was that guy, Charles, you said was 341? The beefer. Say his name again, Charles. The guy that was the big old beef cow. Who's that guy?
I don't even think he remembers.
He doesn't. He just knew that he was big. Dude, bro, that dude was 6'6", like 350.
Put him in the meat section.
Honestly, at one point I felt like it was Shala Ula La 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 Balway. San Jose State.
I don't know how we got here, but okay.
Like that Key and Pele skit.
Do you know what my favorite part about the draft is, right? Is
Penelope?
Charles, did you register for the
Yes.
draft? All right,
Yeah.
all right. All right. So
Yeah,
did
the
you
moment it opened up.
did you download the app and happen to look
Yes.
at the prices for the private tickets?
No.
Oh my God. All right. So Paul, what do you
I would've
think
bought one.
all right, I'm gonna read them off to you and I want you guys to guess how much those tickets go for per person.
Okay.
So I'm gonna open the app on my phone. It's got these are all sold out, but the prices are still there. All right, I gotta download the other phone. But anyway, so the way the NFL draft goes, I've never been to one, but I know that people have gone. And when you reach out to the NFL thing, and it tells you basically the team that's hosting the draft, the ticket holders get the first option for the seats to sit down in the stadium or not the stadium, but the venue to watch the draft, and then it's standing room only, obviously after that. But then there's also those tables that you can obviously rent and have bottle service and parties and blah, blah, blah. Anyway, that's what those technically are. All right, here. VIP ticket packages on sale now.
Okay.
Buy now. Please, my credit card's attached to this. Please do not buy now. All right. All right. So official 2025 draft package. First round ticket Tuesday. Thursday, April 24th. One ticket, in-seat hospitality, reserved seating, official premium NFL draft kit. So you get a little baggie full of stuff. Private restrooms. How much per person would you pay for this experience, Charles? Per person.
This is in Wisconsin.
Hold on a second. That's a very specific question. How much do I think that is, or how much would I be willing to pay?
How much? First, how much do you think it is, and then how much would you pay for it?
I'm willing to bet it's around $2,600.
All right, Paul.
I'd probably say 21.
Mike, this is just one day, one round, and usually it's most expensive, obviously.
First round.
Day one, yeah, because that's where you get. I'll say $3,000.
Yeah, Mike, you're in on the money. $3,000 per person.
You
Now,
got
what would you pay if your team had the number one pick? Probably more money, but
Not even if my team had.
Yeah.
I'd pay $300. What the fuck are you talking about?
$300. That's
I'm
exactly
not paying
what I was gonna
$3,000.
I'm not paying $3,000. What? So you could be 75 feet closer than me?
Here's the thing.
There's a
it's-
screen
it's-
right behind
it's-
me that shows me the fucking pimples on his
Right.
nose.
It's effing free to get into. Why would you pay anything?
Now you know why I would pay though? Not
Because-
$3,000. Get out your ass.
Autographs and stuff.
Hell no, I don't give a fuck about that.
Pictures.
I'll give my autograph.
Private restrooms.
That little fucking bag you mentioned.
Oh, the little bag?
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
I don't. Who knows?
You
what's
paid
in there.
$3,000 for the
All
bag.
right,
I said that motherfucker. I wouldn't pay $3,000. I said
This
I'd pay $300.
This is
Now,
where
if it was $3,000 for the entire, every single day,
Experience.
everything all together, I could probably go $2,000, maybe $2,500.
yeah.
But $3,000 for
That
3-4
means-
Hold that.
hours, maybe, because fuck you.
Here's where it gets really weird.
3
I mean, it
days.
is like an 8-hour thing, by the
There
way.
is no package for the second and third round, but there is tickets available for day 3, rounds 4 through 7, starting at $650. You know how fast rounds 4 through 7 go?
I'm not paying $600 for the last 3 rounds of the draft.
Yep, and it's the
Do you
same.
get the bag?
You do get the bag.
Huh.
But I'm pretty sure it doesn't have as much goodies as it does day one.
But all right, here's the one.
If it has the same things, I might do it.
This is the one that's crazy, dude.
Just
this
so
is
I can be
the-
like,
this
you
is-
paid $3,000, I paid $600.
Yeah, but
Dummy.
check this out. This is the one that's absolutely wild. This is the only one that's completely sold out. And it must be
Better be the whole week.
cheap. It's the whole thing. Due to high demand during the pre-sale, this package has completely sold out! Exclamation point. NFL draft all rounds. Private event with Packer legends. Round 1 red carpet access. Photos behind the scenes meet and greet. Behind the scenes tour of the NFL draft experience and with the players and the draftees. Official premium NFL draft gift. Premium NFL draft gift. Special private restrooms. Completely sold out. How much do you think those
It's
tickets
a down
were?
payment for a car.
No.
How much do you think those ones were per
Like
person?
15.
No.
20,000, and they sold out
They were
before they
Per
sold out
person?
before the
20K?
draft.
Per
20K,
person?
20K a person.
Bro, it's the Green Bay Packers. Of
I
course,
don't
it's gonna
give
sell
a
out.
flying fuck if it's Kansas City.
If I had 20K that I could,
Just
Fuck you money. Yeah.
A
I would,
bougie
yeah.
ass experience.
Are you kidding me?
I can't.
Because
I
you
don't.
can, I would.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now I'm not gonna. That's not like I'm not taking a loan out or something for that, right? That's the world we
No.
live in right now.
Rumor has it that there's literally more limousines and more like bottle service and like people that are like crazy at the NFL draft than there is at the Super Bowl. There's actually more people that go to the draft and act crazy than there are at the Super Bowl.
Do you realize that?
It's gonna be freaking
sorry.
crazy. It's gonna be crazy.
Maybe it's the poor in me.
Yeah. It is. It's a lot of poor. But these are poor people that
It's
do
the
show
poor
up
in
for
all
their
of us.
fans. Yeah.
This is the thing, though.
Dude,
This is the thing.
I feel
told this,
nothing special by being able to
I've
go.
told
except
this
it's
to Maya
free, so
a
we're going.
million times, and I will say this a million times more.
Yeah.
I don't care how much money I have. Again, this is Paul. This is me. There's no fucking way. Now, if the Super Bowl week or NBA Finals week or the World Series, because those are things that I want to go and see, especially the World Series, I will drop a house to go see that if I had the money, because it's the World Series. Because baseball is what I
But
love.
the draft?
I'm not doing that for
But
the
the
draft,
draft?
though. I'm not doing that.
No.
I'm not doing that for a draft. I don't
I'm
give
with-
a hell
I'm
where
with
it
I
is.
Miles
wouldn't do
on
that
this.
for a game.
I would do it if I had the money.
Look, if we had fuck you money,
Yeah.
if I had fuck you money, I would pick everybody up in a jet and we would go to every Eagles game
listen.
and every fucking Packers game we could. But
Yeah, but hold on, Elon Musk.
just saying. Just saying.
Well, now this is going viral.
Hold on. Mike,
I
you
know,
just got
as I- for this side, everyone's, oh, he lost 29 billion. He's still worth north of 300.
Anyway.
so
We got Elon Musk Jr. down here.
listen, 20K right now to us seems unrealistic.
Seems ridiculous.
But I remember when I had to pay $5 for a candy bar and a Mountain Dew, and I was paying $3.50, right? And that blew my fucking mind.
Yeah.
But today's $100 bill, or today's $20 bill, is yesterday's $100 bill.
Yeah.
So it's not that. My point is that it's not that unrealistic. If you live the life you want to live, you know what I'm saying? Like if you're supposed to project that, this whole fucking shaman thing, blah 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 blah. Regardless. All right, I'll tell you. Do you want to have the best cup of coffee in your fucking life tomorrow? You guys all drink coffee, right?
Yeah, sure.
What do you drink down there? Tea?
Nope.
I don't
You look
drink
like a
tea
fucking
either.
tea guy. No? All
I
right.
drink water.
What
guy.
do you drink water?
I drink water and crystal water.
Cherry Coke, my friend. Cherry
Okay.
Coke.
So you drink coffee, Mike?
No, soda only.
Soda only. All right, well, that still works for all that too.
Yeah.
Do you want to have the best glass of water, Paul, or the best fucking cherry soda you've ever had in your life?
Like I drink tap water. It can't get any worse. So
No, listen, I promise you. I promise you. You don't
Just
have
go
to
with
do.
it.
You only
Go
have
with
to.
it.
You don't have to spend any extra money at all. You already have the ingredients in your house. Are you ready for this? Believe me or not, and it won't work. You have to believe me. When you go to sleep tonight, tell yourself tomorrow, when you wake up, I'm going to have the best damn glass of whatever the fuck it is I've ever had in my life. And just tell yourself that until you fall asleep. Commit to believing that you're going to have the best glass of whatever. And I promise you, with everything inside of me, bro, I promise that tomorrow that will be the best glass of whatever the fuck you've had.
I believe you. I'm
do
still
it.
not paying that $20,000.
No, that's not the point.
Listen. I wake up every morning doing that. You know who I'm married to? I have to believe that.
understand Yeah, no, but no, that wasn't the point I was getting at.
No, but
We've
I get you.
we've already discussed that you won't right now, and there's no getting you out of that right now. But if you're living in a world where you're making 3.2 milli passive income, and that's not even including what you're doing in an active lifestyle, Bro, dropping 20 grand to go with your bros to a fucking draft is not something you're going to blink an eye at. You're going to go and ask what hotel we're staying at because that's who you are.
True.
I love you. But when you're making 3.2 million passive, bro, life is a hell of a lot different. You're getting that cheese on the sausage McGriddle every morning. Okay? You don't ask for no cheese because the market's crashed, Warren fucking Buffett.
It would make more sense if you said egg.
Yeah. Oh, you don't know that story?
No, I'm just saying in this
Buffett,
scenario
yeah.
right now, in this climate, eggs would have been the more appropriate condiment to use.
No, Buffett gets a sausage biscuit from McDonald's every morning. That's his breakfast every single morning. He gets 2 of them. If the market's doing well, he gets cheese. If the market's not doing well, he
Rich,
doesn't
you
get
wake
cheese
up
on
and
it.
your market's doing well every day.
This is some fucking he does.
No, I'm just saying that's just. But hey, to each their own.
This is what crazy people do. Some people fucking buy Teslas. Other people don't put cheese on their McGriddles.
That's diabolical. Who doesn't put cheese on their McGriddle?
It's fucking science, man.
Fucking science, man.
And you would know about science.
I
Two-time
know,
champ.
but yeah,
I know about
I know
science.
what.
bro.
No, but I know what he does.
I know about science. Hell yeah, 2-time
That's
champ.
funny.
Oh, you're talking to the guy who's got the 3 keys to life, and he's wear deodorant. Don't be a stinky asshole.
And do
Oh yeah,
meth.
what's that last one? Don't do meth.
Unless
And
Wear deodorant, pay your
Um,
bills, and don't do that.
don't do meth.
unless
No,
no,
This ain't the fucking 50s and 70s
Oh,
anymore.
all right.
What do you-
we talked about that too. We said
Did you tell Mike about this situation?
What
We
happened?
didn't tell Mike about the meth situation.
Oh, where
Oh, we-
ADHD was like your basic ADHD
So
medication.
from
was meth.
1919 to 1970, if you had anxiety, depression, ADHD, asthma, and a slew of other things, guess what one of the ingredients was for medication for you?
Like, the major one of the,
Ingredients. Meth.
Methamphetamine, probably.
No, meth.
not methamphetamines,
Just meth.
just the actual meth
meth.
Oh,
Like,
Jesus Christ.
that was created by a Japanese
Does
scientist.
that
in
not explain the
1990.
50s and the 60s to
Yeah.
you now?
Yeah, everything's kosher now.
It's clear now.
We get it. That's why we'll never have Woodstock again.
It's
Period.
It's not allowed.
There's so much space
No,
in
no,
that.
no, I'm
burn
saying
liquor.
legally.
Oh, yeah,
Legally.
yeah.
Legally.
Yeah.
It's not a prescription
I was
anymore.
actually just reading something the other day where you could put all the people on Earth shoulder to shoulder, and we wouldn't cover the United States.
It's a lot of land.
We wouldn't cover it.
I'm saying that still to say
Yeah.
that, and that's a lot of land.
Yeah. Yeah. So you baby boomers out there. Oh.
You didn't do shit.
All right. Shocking topic. The whole world wants to know. Are the Dallas Cowboys going to spend the money they just lost on players leaving their team on Micah Parsons?
I don't know. Did you?
I don't even think he wants to be there anymore.
Did you just see the viral video of? I believe it was the Bijan Robinson, Jordan Love, Micah Parsons, and it was someone else. They're all on a vacation together right now.
Not another banana post situation.
I don't know. Apparently, Jordan Love and freaking Micah Parsons are huge. They're like best friends.
They've been on the pod. Jordan Love's been on the
he's
podcast
been
a
on
couple of
Micah's
times.
podcast.
Actually,
I just don't see Micah being there past a couple more years.
I can
Jordan-
totally see Green Bay just being
Oh,
like,
yeah.
do, and then all of a sudden they flip something with Jair Alexander, and guess what? Micah Parsons is in Green Bay.
We should be getting news about Jair Alexander.
I don't think they will because of Goody, but I'm saying it's a possibility.
It wouldn't surprise me if
It wouldn't surprise me.
if Jared Jones finds a way to.
You guys know about the
Crazy.
question that was asked by Micah to Jordan and then Jordan's answer, correct?
Yep.
On the
heard this.
podcast.
Yep.
Yeah, where
No, what happened?
Micah asked Jordan, who do you, because Micah was like, oh, you heard about Jacobs and the wide receiver, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to put you on the spot, bro. Who do you think would be a good fit for your team? Or who do you think you guys need, blah, blah, blah. And he went, honestly, you, dog.
Yeah.
And then everyone giggled.
I would be okay with him getting the fuck out of my
Josh
division.
Jacobs and Xavier McKinney went to Green Bay because of like Jordan Love and what those young guns are building there in Green Bay. I know you don't want to hear it down there, bro, but
I'm like, at this point, I wholeheartedly feel like Micah Parsons needs to get the fuck out of Dallas just for the betterment of his career.
Well, I
The
think-
longer he stays in Dallas, the more he's gonna get frustrated, and it's just gonna turn into I quit type shit.
He's already corrupted him.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
He's
Right
made
now-
enough. He's made enough tax-free money. I'd love to see him in Green
yeah.
Bay, man. I don't like to talk about
bro.
shit
What if-
that I love
Yeah.
Bro,
often.
Micah Parsons on you guys' line is insanity, considering the absolute piss missile you guys have back at linebacker and Edgerrin Cooper.
Right. We did
That
just
would
lose
be-
TJ
that's-
Slayton.
That would be fucking
It's panning out.
terrifying. Micah Parsons and fucking.
And we have the cap
Old-
space to do it, especially
they-
because we
they
signed
are.
Jordan
Yeah, you
Love
do.
so early.
I'm like,
Which is my biggest thing I've been watching this week is I get DMs or whatever on Twitter saying, man, the Eagles are going to feel the cap situation. Da, 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 da. I'm like, no, the fuck they're not.
It just won the
Jalen Hurts
Super
is
Bowl. You
cap-
really think that they're worried about that shit right now?
There's two
Well,
teams
not
that come
just
to
that.
mind with, and I don't mean to cut you off real quick, Mike, but there's two teams that come to mind with the salary cap. And one is the worst team ever and not to do it. And the other one is, I don't know how he does it, but there's magic in his bones. The Saints are what not to do, and the Eagles are what to do. Some for to do.
he said, dude.
But we are awesome. Howie, but Howie's got it figured out, man. And like you said in the chat, I didn't even cut you off there. I'm sorry. And Howie, y'all trust, and hell, yeah.
Don't do what the Saints are doing.
The thing is
Nobody.
this, everybody, even Joe Burrow said it. So he was on a podcast somewhere, and they were like, who are you trying to keep? And he was like, I want to keep everybody. And the guy said, well, salary cap, and you can't pay all your stars. And Joe Burrow's like, fucking Philly does it. Like,
Yeah.
and he's right. Jalen Hurts is paid till 2029. A.J. Brown is under contract till 2029. So is Smitty. Now so is Barkley. The entire offensive line is locked up till 2028. You pay people before the market resets, and this is how you manage the salary cap. Teams like Dallas and the Saints will never understand that because they want to be so... Everybody look at me. I'm a smarter GM than you. I'm a smarter owner than you. When you haven't sniffed... Like, the Saints have at least been to a Super Bowl after 1996. The fucking Cowboys haven't even seen a fucking championship game since 1995.
And this is my question. The Cowboys have a $53 million cap space right now. So it's not like they can't go out and get somebody or two. And it's the fact that, yes, I know you got to pay Micah. I get
I mean,
that part.
It's fighting an ego.
But
which
it's,
is-
you
is a
got
pain
money
in
to
your
go get at least one person.
Yeah, but hold on. If we don't spend it this year, we can have more not to spend next year.
Next year.
What are you
Hear
talking
me
about?
out. Hear me out.
Are they going all in next year?
And then year 3,
Of not doing anything?
we'll have 3 times as much.
Holy shit!
And then we can think about doing something with 1/3 of that.
Mike, to touch on what you're
Yeah.
saying, you literally just explained how to run a successful business, which is what Howie and them are doing in Philadelphia. What they did with Belichick in New England for so many years and Brady, and then obviously what Kansas City is doing with freaking Mahomes.
Well, you just freed up $50 million too.
I'm
to
just saying,
restructure.
like, you both elaborated on how you run a business, how you do it the right way, and then you showed the Saints, who are literally showing teams how to run your entire franchise into the fucking ground, and everybody
Well,
doesn't know what to do.
the other thing that good teams, real good teams, the Patriots dynasty, the Chiefs dynasty, the Eagles,
Yeah, I'm not saying now.
Steelers, Green Bay, like the
The
guys
only
who
team
have
to
had
repeat.
good long sustained runs is their GM understands that, and the Steelers to a much less degree now, but their GM understands, like the C.J. Gardner-Johnson trade to the Texans, right? When it happened, I felt like Howie kicked me in the balls personally.
I felt like
he
hell yeah, he
stomped
didn't
on
go
my
to
nuts.
Detroit.
Me too. But it makes more sense when, one, I listened to CJ Gardner-Johnson talk, and he was like, it's all love. He was like, there's no hate. They didn't do wrong by me. They made sure I went to at least a place where I can contend. But Howie is, from what they told CJ Gardner-Johnson and what he put out on his stream, they're trying to pay young guys. They're trying to go straight young. Like, they got rid of Slay. They got rid of Bradbury. The older guys are gone. Josh Sweat, Milton Williams. Those are guys that are... Slay is in year 12. Bradbury's in year 10.
Darius
Sweat's
Slay
in year
to the Pittsburgh Steelers.
8.
You see
Yeah.
that?
So yep. I'm happy for him. 1 year, $10 million, fully guaranteed. It's his retirement. It's his retirement tour.
Yeah.
I'm good for Slay, man. I'm so glad he got to go out in Philly with a ring. I'm so happy for him.
A lot of these players, they got that championship. Mike knows it. Paul knows it. Charles, you know it. When the player gets the ring and they're in the last 3-4 years of their,
it's always
they
good
get
to
that
see
last
him.
big contract is what you need for financial security for your family. The ring was very important, and if you can get it early enough, late enough, you're in your contract, cool. You get out of there and make some money. But if you're somebody like Myles Garrett, where you could have got paid anywhere you fucking went, and now you're not going to win a championship, I feel bad for you.
I don't
feel bad for him. I
don't feel bad for him
Myles
because he's a
Garrett at all.
millionaire, but I feel bad for him if obviously that's not what he
No,
wants.
the reason why I don't feel bad for him, you should have stuck to your guns. I would have sat the whole goddamn year out.
Paul, if he had stuck to his guns, he'd
Yeah,
still
but
be
the
swinging
problem-
helmets around.
Yeah, that's true. The big problem with him sitting out, though, is that if you sit a year, it's going to hurt your market, period, point
I
blank.
know.
It just is.
I know he had
It
no
just is,
leverage in
and-
the situation because he was still under
He
contract.
had zero leverage. So
Um,
I don't feel bad for him,
I
but I
wouldn't have
also
signed the
I get
contract.
why he didn't stick. I get why he didn't stick to his guns. But then you have a guy like Trey Hendrickson who has all the leverage.
oh yeah,
Cincinnati's got to figure out, okay, do we pay him and let T Higgins go? Or how do we handle this with Jamar Chase plus him? Hendrickson's essentially he's got to sit back with his fucking thumb up his butt and wait for Cincinnati to make a decision, because you have teams like Detroit, Washington, Philadelphia, the Chargers. All these people are willing to give up a first-round pick this year and a first-round pick next year for Hendrickson. So we'll see what happens. I'm excited for this free agency period. Obviously, Philly's going to be a lot quieter this year, but I'm excited.
We made a lot of noise.
Y'all's offensive line retooling is exactly what you needed, and Ben Johnson coming in
I think
starting with that was smart.
I think Ryan Poe's finally got leeway to do whatever he wanted. And
Pause for a second. I'll be right back.
do it.
You don't have to pause it. Keep talking.
Okay.
I'm looking up right now because you just talked about Henderson. I'm trying to find out what Cincinnati's asking price is for him since he is on
I
the
think
trade
it's a
block.
second round.
It's just a second round pick,
I
but
think
it's
if
got to
it's
be
a
more
second-
than that.
it might be a first,
If it's a,
but I think
no,
it's a second.
because honestly, if Philly could give up a first this year and Bryce Huff, and I'd be 100% fine with that.
I want to say it's a second round, but I could be wrong.
Trey Hendrickson playing on the line with Jalen Carter, I'll take that every single day of the week.
Yeah, but they said that it's a second. That was the Detroit Lions thing. I mean, me and Charles like fucking giggled about that. The Lions actually thought they'd be able to get him for just a second round pick. That might just be able to get you in the door, but that's definitely not all Cincinnati needs. They need draft capital because they're
No.
going to be in financial hell if they tried to sign.
They need capital and they need depth too. So
Yeah.
if you,
Gotta have something.
and that's the thing is Philly has Bryce Huff that honestly we could, if you replace Bryce Huff with TJ Hendrickson, it's a complete upgrade.
Ooh, are we
'Cause
on
you
the
go from a
Eagles?
player-
Oops. The Eagles picking up Trey?
Oh, they're asking for a
No.
first round.
I'm
They're asking
hoping-
for a first
I
round.
was going through trying to find what
They're asking
Cincinnati
for
is
a first
asking
round.
for Hendrickson for a pick.
They're asking for a first
Yeah.
round pick
That
and
one
more.
dude on
Yes, we just talked about this.
Pipewater. Yeah.
The pipe water.
Yeah, the one dude on
Leadwater?
Pipewater thought
Yeah.
that since he would take a second round draft pick for him.
There's no goddamn way.
No, I'm telling you, Pipewater.
I think what it might, if they can't get a first round, I think the best possibility is getting a second round pick for Hendrickson, plus clearly more than that, because I'm
I'm
like,
just saying,
And
fuck
future
it, pay
pick,
him.
you'll probably get.
I'm like, I
You'll,
hear
if,
you.
if they can't get a first, they'll probably get a second and future. I mean, they'll probably.
Yeah.
Get
I
a
can
second
see it.
this
I
year,
can
second
see
next
multiple
year.
picks if they don't get a first round just straight up for him. I can see them getting a second and a couple more, like maybe some late
But that's
in
the
the
other
draft
thing too
picks.
is whoever trades for him is going to have to re-sign him to a
Big multi-year
stupid
contract.
contract. Yeah,
I bet the
so,
Texans do it. I can see the Texans doing it.
They
They
need to
got
worry
space.
about that offensive
Unfortunately,
line.
so do the Commodores have a
Dumbass
shit ton
is
of
getting
Not
rid
if
of
they don't
Tunsil.
score. Not if the other team doesn't score.
I hear you.
Who's the one in the league that's got the rest of the money? There's one
Patriots.
team. The Patriots
Patriots, they got a
nope,
buttload of
but
money.
they just spent a buttload of it. You just
The Pats and the Commanders. Commanders had almost
Pats have
100
$100 million.
space.
the Patriots have that much anymore. They just spent $280 million on their
I'm telling
roster.
you, I'm
the
looking
last
at
few
it right
days.
now.
Show me. Tell me right now what the
The Patriots have $100 million in cap space.
Still?
The Chargers
I'll be right
have
back.
83. The Cardinals have 70. Titans have 66. Seahawks have 60. Lions 55. Cowboys 53. Vikings 48. Raiders 47. Steelers 47. Jags 46. 49ers 43. Panthers 35. Bengals 34. Jets have 33. Commanders 32. Packers 32.
I thought the Packers had over 50.
Y'all just signed somebody, didn't y'all?
Yeah, the Patriots just signed 7 players to 200.
But they also had 175 million in cap space.
Yeah, they just spent $280 million.
They didn't
what I'm
spend
saying.
fucking $280 million.
Yeah, they did. I just showed you the graphic a little while ago.
Oh,
Yeah, they
breaking
just
news.
the Pats have been spending
All right, Charles.
what?
The Cowboys still haven't signed anybody.
I love it. You should.
Breaking news, breaking news, breaking
Holy
news.
shit.
Cowboys ain't did shit.
I don't know if that's
Shit.
completely updated,
Well,
Paul. Like,
they re-signed Turpin.
yeah,
That's cute.
yeah,
That's a good
You
resign.
said-
They got that cornerback
Solomon
from
or whatever his name is.
Buffalo,
Just saying. Did they get
but they really ain't done shit.
They get Rasul Douglas?
I thought Russell Douglas retired.
I don't.
He's on the free agent list. That would make sense.
Because I think did he play for you guys or he played for Cleveland?
Played
last
for
year?
us and then went to Buffalo.
Buffalo. Who the fuck am I thinking of that used to play for Philly that just retired last year?
Okay, Paul. These contracts are not finalized, so all these numbers that are saying that it's live or not. These are what they.
Well, the other
what
one
these
that
were
I
like
found
2
on
weeks ago.
PFF, it has
No,
Patriots at
no.
121. So
No, they're
you're right.
real. They're real, but they haven't. These contracts aren't
They haven't
finalized.
live
Yeah.
updates.
Yeah, they're not live. They're what they actually have on the books, but like it's the contracts aren't.
Okay,
like,
I got a
completely
better,
done.
more updated one. The Chargers are at top with 83.
I was
And
gonna
the
say.
Patriots are down at 79.
Yeah, I was gonna say the Patriots just signed a shitload of people. They can't.
But you
possibly
guys
fill.
do not have 50.
We had 50. I
Yeah,
don't
you
know.
had. You're at 19 right now.
I was gonna say we gave about 17 or 18 to the 20. Maybe it was 21 to that one guy signing bonus.
What is Philly at? I think we're at like
Really,
22.
you're currently at 17 right now.
Do you know what the average team
Okay.
needs to sign your
Oh
draft?
yeah, because of AJ Dillon. That's
You
what.
need about $8.5 to $9 million to sign your draft picks.
Mhm.
So you got to remember, you can't spend it all, otherwise you're going to be.
Houston
doing
is in
what-
the negative right now.
Yeah, you're going to be doing what they'll be trading on draft day then if they're in the negative.
Atlanta, Baltimore, and Houston are in the negatives. But only Houston's
Did
in the negatives
Saints
by the
ever get their
millions.
shit figured out?
The Saints somehow have $3 million in $3.7 million in cap space. With
Look
some
at them.
voodoo
Good
shit.
For them, man.
Might as well have
Good
zero.
for Kellen Moore.
Yeah, go get you a janitor.
Good for Kellen Moore.
Fucking
That's
Patriots.
funny.
Patriots have $100 million, and you've got teams with negative fucking money.
It's
Bro, the Pats. But the crazy thing is, I don't know. I like Drake May. I think he's a good quarterback. He's not an NFL starter though.
No, they're
don't
rolling
think.
with them. They're just gonna roll with them though. They
like
don't.
they're already talking about
They're
trading
gonna-
Milton though, so they're gonna have to roll with him. I'm not saying that they will trade him, but
Oh, you're talking about their quarterback, their
Yeah.
backup? Yeah, from Tennessee.
Not that they're trading Milton. That you guys think Drake May is not a starting quarterback.
oh my God.
These are
I
the same
think this-
people
this-
that trash talk Brock Purdy, by the way. Chat.
Yeah, who's not a starting quarterback? The guy's fucking utter garbage.
We're not doing this again. We're not doing this again. We're not doing this again.
Save
The
this
last
regular
time
season
last
chatter.
time we talked about Brock Purdy, Big Dick Nick came into the picture.
Big Dick.
We're not doing this again.
Here's my breaking news.
Dallas Cowboys still haven't drafted anybody. Drafted anybody.
So would you
Oh,
rather
what do
have
you guys
Purdy or
do?
May?
What?
As your
Drake May,
if
younger,
you're- if
less
you're
injury
ha-
history.
Listen,
Easy.
I'm just gonna say I'm going with Purdy for the simple fact that I'm gonna tell you why. It's real
He's in a-
fucking simple.
'cause he
I
was
don't
in a
trust
Super
anybody
Bowl?
from North Carolina.
Yeah.
Oh well,
I told you guys this about North Carolina quarterbacks. But
I don't trust him. I don't trust him. I don't know. I don't trust him.
I just look.
And he wore 10.
Brock-
Say that.
Brock Purdy is not a good quarterback. He's just not. He is a system quarterback. He's an above average quarterback in a system that is designed to help average to above average quarterbacks look better than they actually are.
Okay.
So
yeah.
isn't all quarterbacks
then now-
system quarterbacks though?
No.
How many
And then
last
now
couple
we're
years
gonna
has
see without a Debo, without a Brandon Ayuk, without a Kyle Juszczyk, without fucking half of his defense, we'll see what Purdy is. And
But
I'm
we saw
telling
that
you,
already.
we're gonna see San Francisco's gonna go 7-10,
There's a
8-9
Philadelphia
at
fan,
best
by the
this
way.
year.
For those in the chat that
It's
don't
not
know.
just being a Philadelphia fan, it's objectively like
the two
Brock
best
Purdy
players. What's that? The two best players to ever come out of North Carolina are freaking Julius Peppers.
And Michael Jordan.
We know Michael Jordan, but it's Julius Peppers and Lawrence Taylor. Both were freaking from North Carolina. They went to North Carolina. Those are the two best players.
So
Ever come out.
in the last 20 years,
Yeah.
just take a guess at how many quarterbacks have made it to a Super Bowl.
In the last what?
20 years.
20
in the
years.
last 20 years.
I'm gonna say 8.
I don't know,
16.
10.
29. There's going to be at least 40.
No,
Yeah.
Two
I'm
quarterbacks
retarded.
in 20 years.
no, I meant
I'm
yeah.
The question was how many different quarterbacks?
Yeah,
I
I
got
thought
you.
that's
I
what
got
you
you.
were
20
asking.
years. But
But
yeah.
I'm thinking multiple people.
Oh, yeah, no, because it's 29.
I was
so
thinking there's been
people
multiple
have.
Super Bowl winners. That's why I figured it wasn't going to be as
Well,
many.
would they play them fucking selves?
No, but if they
Oh,
make
I-
it multiple times,
I did math as multiple players been there.
Yeah,
Tom
that's what I
Brady,
was meaning.
Patrick
I
Mahomes.
thought you guys were going to be more in the 30s.
No.
I really
no, I
did.
was 8.
I was gonna be a
No,
smart
I
ass
just-
and say 40.
I
Charles had the stat about
misunderstood.
quarterbacks to win a Super Bowl would probably only be about 8.
I misunderstood the question, and I added to. I was just
Right.
thinking like how many
Fuck, at
different
least you were up
quarterbacks.
there.
Well, that fucker went right over my head, so I can't say anything.
After the first guess, I was there'd be at least 40. Like I tried to save you.
I also
guys.
think that
Yeah,
I should get a
I'm
ton
dumb.
in an entire year too, so I guess I can't say a whole lot in this
So,
conversation.
anyways, I'm just saying, like, only 29 fucking different quarterbacks have made it to a Super Bowl in 20 years. Brock Purdy's one of them.
Yeah, I said he made a Super Bowl.
So has Trent Dilfer.
Oh,
Rex
come on,
Grossman.
don't play that card. Come
Oh,
on.
no, in the last 20 years?
He
Don't put Rex
won a
Grossman
Super
in the
Bowl. He didn't
last
just
20
make a
years.
Super
No,
Bowl.
I'm just saying, been into a Super Bowl doesn't mean anything.
No, 'cause
However,
we could say Joe Namath too. We can go all the way back. It's 20 fucking years. It's got to stay relevant to the reality of the situation.
touche, Mike.
And the NFL is a professional league, right? You don't just walk into 5-year, $290 million extension.
Except if you're Dan Orlovsky.
No, not even Dan Orlovsky. What do you mean?
You walk out of the end zone to one.
No, you're saying you walk in to get money, except for Dan Orlovsky.
Oh.
He just walked into the
He
end
walks
zone.
out.
I was like, bro, dude, he is trash. The only thing he is great at is being a human being.
Yeah.
Period.
Yes.
Anything sports related, don't talk to me.
No, he made it to the NFL. Cool.
Shit quarterback.
We went to war, right? So we were the best of our craft. We were even better than him in his craft.
Yep.
Kraft macaroni and fucking cheese.
I got awards. What do you got, Dan?
Exactly. A reel that everyone shows on NFL Live on the same exact fucking day, and you get all sour about it. Again, he's a wonderful human being. Let's not forget that.
NFL
Really-
films live it.
We
Yeah,
digress.
he's a really good human being. Regardless, where were we?
Brock Purdy.
Threw me off on the Dan
No,
Orlovsky
we're not.
thing.
No, we're not going back to
We're going to Brock Purdy.
Leave Brock Purdy alone. Big Dick Nate. Leave Brock Purdy alone, squirrel
Big
man.
Dick Nick's
I'm
retired,
just-
so we can't talk about him no
I'm
more.
just curious. I'm just curious because, like PR said,
Yeah.
this was his hashtag prove it year. It was his contract year. He didn't have any of his weapons. His offensive line was trash, just like you mentioned, and he did okay. He did better than okay. Top 10 stats.
Yeah.
Throughout all of that.
That's why I'm saying, like, saying that we're gonna see what he is now with all this stuff. I was like, we saw that already to an extent this past season. So we
When
already
did
know
that-
what he.
When does
We all
that end?
follow the NFL enough to know that
But
it doesn't matter what our eyes see. We know what the stats are. We
Because
know
if
what
anyone
players are
could
going to
do
get
it, Zach
paid.
Wilson
It
is
is what it is.
He's gonna get a bag.
Yeah.
He already got paid.
You know what I'm saying? But it's like he was gonna get it regardless.
No. No.
No, if he had come out and fell flat on his face and only had 14 touchdown passes and 18 interceptions, he definitely wasn't getting a $250 million contract.
If he didn't play like a top 10 quarterback over the last 3 years, he wasn't going to get paid like a top 10 quarterback.
But he did.
So that's just the question I have, because it's not necessarily for Mike. It's because Mike is not the only one who says this. There are still quite a few people who say this. So I guess I'm just curious on, like, when does he prove it to y'all? Does he have to win a Super Bowl? Because y'all were pissed at us until Jalen won a Super Bowl, right? Because
so this is when he proves it to me.
Mm-hmm.
When you can start making the same goalposts that other top 10 quarterbacks have made, then you'll start getting the respect. But here's the problem, right? Listen, I can't do what he's doing. I can't. So you automatically you get that
we talk
level of
about
respect
sports because we can't play sports. Everyone knows that.
Exactly. Those who can't talk anyway.
Yeah.
But yes, he gets that level of respect from me. But the problem is, Brock Purdy is, as a quarterback, what everybody said Jalen was as a quarterback, except Jalen beats better competition. Brock shrinks when it comes to facing better competition. If you look at Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow, all of them last year got beat by one quarterback. All of them.
So
on the AFC.
So because
Jalen
nobody
Hurts
could beat Tom Brady, the same thing?
No, but this is what I'm saying. Like, Brock Purdy, you don't get to accomplish half of what Jalen did and then get to be a top 10 quarterback. You're not on the same level. You don't win the same way. You don't command a team the same way.
We just say he's a top 10 quarterback.
Brock Purdy is a top
10 stats.
Brock Purdy's a maybe top 15 quarterback. Maybe
with top 10 stats.
Getting paid like a top 10 quarterback.
So he's a top 10
and he won't have top 10 quarterback stats this year. He won't. I put $1,000 on that.
He had the first, second, and third year, but he won't have it this year because he finally got his contract.
Mm-hmm.
So just so I'm on the same page.
But how many times is that ridiculous? How many times have we seen quarterbacks get to their second contract and they underperform? It's not like I'm throwing this out of my ass. This is happening.
More often than not.
I know you're not throwing it out of your ass, but you don't acquire top 10 stats 3 years in a row. The first couple of years was only because of the system. Last year it was only because of the system with less players. So it'll be interesting to see what this year is for me personally. The kid's got top 10 stats for the last 3 years, but people don't look at him as a top 10 quarterback. That's like looking at a banana and calling it a fucking orange. Like everything about it says it's a banana, but it smells like an orange.
He doesn't get top 10 quarterbacks because he doesn't beat top 10 quarterbacks.
So give me the 10 quarterbacks.
Nobody's.
So give me the 14 quarterbacks that are better than him right now, in your opinion.
How do you get to the Super
right
Bowl?
now?
Right
Patrick
now,
Mahomes.
because you said he's top 15. So if he's 15,
yeah.
What are the 14 that are better than him?
It could be
so
11.
to me.
To you, Mike.
It could be 11. I'm just saying.
I was giving you the branch.
Yeah.
It could be 11 too.
Yeah.
You said top 15.
So for me, Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, Jalen Hurts, Jordan Love.
No particular order, of course.
No. Let's see. I threw Lamar. Joe Burrow is better than him. Justin Herbert's better than him. What is that? 7, 8?
7.
7. All right.
Jaden Daniels is better than him. I think
Jaden
Justin
Daniels
Fields
has done it.
Let him talk. Let him talk. That's 8.
You might as
Yeah,
well
I
throw
wouldn't
CJ
go
Stroud
that
in
far.
there too.
I love me some
I'll
James.
put
You might as well throw
CJ Stroud. I think
Stroud in
You're talking to the guy that loves the guy, and I don't know about
Now you
that
got to
yet.
put Dak Prescott in there too. I know it's going to hurt you, but you got to.
you know what? I would put Dak before
That's
Brock
10.
Purdy. Period.
You got 4 more. Unless he's 11.
He can be 11. That's
So you're
fine.
telling me those 10 quarterbacks right now to you are better than Brock Purdy?
Yes.
Here's
All
the thing.
day.
Here's
I'll
how
stand on that.
I know how we can prove this
Trust
to
me,
each
Nick
other
Foles. We
is
know.
by forcing Mike to draft Brock Purdy as his starting quarterback in a fantasy football draft and having to roll with them. Mike, you can't bench him and you can't fucking trade him and see how it works out.
I can't bench him unless he's on an off week.
Yeah, I mean, that's like a penalty thing. Like you have to put like the players that you absolutely fucking hate on your team and
Who's
try to
last
win a
place?
fantasy football.
That
league
would
championship.
actually be a cool punishment for the next year.
You-
Like
last
the
place?
loser has to put one team. Yeah, the loser has to put one player that he absolutely despises on his team, and they can't bench him and they can't trade him.
You can't even bench him on your bye week. You got to roll with them.
Yeah, no, that would
Oh,
be
that's
terrible.
fucked up.
That would be fucked up. I know. I think it's funny though.
No, that's not funny at all. Once you got last place, you would never not get last place.
I know
You
that's
fucking
what I'm
right.
saying.
Yeah, you
This isn't something
the
you just
plan.
give somebody because you're a
What do you think this point is? I don't want to be
Punishment.
last.
Charles is like, yes, it would work.
Listen, this bodes well for
I'm just
you.
waiting
You're
for
a champion.
I'm just waiting for Peter Pan to show up, right?
Charles,
Y'all
why
out
do you-
here
why do you
like the
care?
Lost
It's never
Boys
gonna
running
happen to
around
you.
with this imagination shit.
It's never gonna happen to you, so you don't care.
You got science on your side.
Science.
Y'all just
He got something on
jelly.
his side.
You get-
Hey,
Very much, very much.
listen, he lost in 2 leagues, okay? I only lost in 1.
and this is all I'm saying is
And not just lost in 2 leagues. I was doing well in our league. I was like 3rd place in our fucking league.
Yeah.
And then
took
I
that
lost
from
to
you.
Charles, and my whole goddamn situation, Charles kicked me in the balls by 2 points, and then I lost almost every game after that.
yeah. Here's the kicker.
I made the playoffs,
I
so
never wanted anything more in life than to be Mr. Two-Time.
me too.
I've never wanted anything more. Now,
I'm going for that 3-peat.
I have never wanted anything more than the three-peat. I want
And I
wanna
have
be the-
never.
I want to be the first in our league to 3-peat.
Good luck.
I want to be in both leagues now. I want to be the one who stops the 3-peat in both leagues now. God damn it.
Oh,
Regardless.
bring it on, bitch.
You guys can try all you want. That's cute. I am very humble when it comes to fantasy football.
Do you not know what my name is in the other league?
What's that?
Humble Puerto Rican.
Mm.
I don't talk any shit the whole season.
No,
Me
he
neither.
doesn't. I
I
look.
don't either.
This is why I like this league a lot more. Not more, but I like this league because nobody here's talking shit while we're playing
Mhm.
football. It's just football.
Everybody
And then we
talks shit
razz
to
each
me.
other a little bit.
Because you're
That's because you're kicking the dog shit out of everybody. It's like, bro,
You don't think I
it's
get
the
that shit in
fucking
the other
crazy
side?
shit. Oh yeah, no, we talk stupid shit to Paul on the other one.
Wait, wait,
On
that-
the other
but-
one,
but-
it's all talk shit.
But when that app says I win, guess what I do on the chat? What do? Nothing but emojis with
You
Roman
still talk
Reigns.
shit?
I don't do nothing. I make sure to tell you to replace a player if you need to. I make sure to
Oh,
tell
I'm that guy.
I go out of my way to ensure you have the absolute best lineup. That way, when I beat your fucking ass, I get to enjoy every fucking moment of it. And I don't get to hear
Because you beat
afterwards,
the
oh,
yeah.
that's because I didn't do that. Fuck you, bitch.
Just because I
Yeah.
just want to remind the people
Yeah,
who I am.
right there the whole time. They're there all the time. There's going to be another one there, too.
And you know the sweetest thing about this right here? You know the sweetest thing about this time? Because like since I'm moving in July, I'm gonna be 20 minutes away from my brother-in-law.
Yeah.
And when we do the
Oh.
housewarming party, I'm gonna have it right there on the kitchen counter as they walk in, so they can see it. And I'm gonna have my fantasy football championship shirt on, and he'll be like, "Oh,
You're such
This-
a dick.
absolutely."
My favorite thing on Facebook is when people are like, "You're such a loser. The only thing you get to talk about is your fantasy football championships." And I'm like, "You ain't got one."
Do you have one?
Yeah.
I didn't think so.
Just saying, if you had one, you
I
didn't know
hate
how
this.
cool it is to have two.
You wish you had one, let alone two, bitch.
You know how cool it is to have two.
The joys of being a
What's the
champion.
laugh I do when I'm a robot on my space game and I'm killing all the meat bags? Yeah.
Evil laugh.
All you fucking meat bags. That's what I'm saying. Skynet. Straight up.
But I am really excited for us to start this keeper league. This is gonna be dope.
That's what I was trying to branch off to here for a moment. Sorry that we've been off on that evil laugh there. And
I had to fix it so y'all can read it.
sometimes PR we got to remember that there's other people in here who haven't.
Yeah, we do. We do have to talk. We have to get everybody together for the keeper league too. At some point, we'll have
So
to have
you're
a
telling
little-
me I shouldn't gloat?
No, you shouldn't gloat yet.
I'm humble.
Wait till the keeper league is gonna humble a
Trust
lot of
me.
people.
Yes.
because
Trust me, I did it last year for the first time in one of my other
it's
leagues.
not nearly gonna be
No.
as easy as a
No, no,
regular
no.
league.
When-
It's gonna be tougher.
Dude, compared to ESPN draft or ESPN fantasy to the sleeper, when with all the bells and whistles on sleeper, that shit right there will make a grown man cry. Just because all the moving pieces.
Fantastic.
Yeah, a trophy's cool, but it's not a belt. A ring is cool,
That's right.
but it's not a belt.
A ring is way better. Do this with your belt.
Yeah, the ring is way better.
Do this with your belt,
That's
bitch.
funny.
Yeah. Hey, this is more noticeable when I'm having sex, though.
Not with this in the light, baby.
He's like wearing this. He's a Charles. I can wear my ring too. Charles is like, matter of fact,
I'm bringing it.
hey Paul, you don't have a trophy that looks like a dick.
I know, I do. It's in my pants.
Trophy
It's
that
my
looks
dick.
like a dick. Oh boy.
All right.
Great. Yeah, great news. Great news. Fantastic news. Fantasy's coming up. Let me do a double check on the old NFL, see if there's been any other. I want to get your guys' takes on something. Okay, to the Steelers, we've already talked about. DeMarcus Lawrence signing with the Seahawks. There's another one leaving. Cam Jordan agrees to a revised contract to return in 2025. That's 20 minutes ago. To the Saints.
For the Saints.
So, yep. So Cam Jordan returning to the Saints. Panthers signing running back Rico Dowdle, a former
From the
Cowboy.
Cowgirls.
The Vikings and Harrison Smith have reportedly reworked Smith's deal. This is 29 minutes ago. I don't know when it actually happened. But the Vikings and Harrison Smith have reportedly reworked Smith's deal for 2025 season, meaning the longtime standout safety will return for his 14th season in the NFL.
That's a career, bro.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yep. And this is all being reported on the NFL's page as well. Saints, Cam Jordan, Vikings, Harrison Smith, Rico Dwaddle, Travis Hunter apparently dissects his clutch game-winning changing play, which is weird. Eagles signed A.J. Dillon. Sad to see him go.
Cooper Quad father.
Darius Slay to the Steelers.
Steelers.
Broncos signing Evan Ingram.
Didn't they get not Miles Sanders, Gainwell? Didn't they get Gainwell too, the Steelers?
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. They got
defensive
Steelers. They
tackle.
got Gainwell and Slay.
Javon Hargrave to the Vikings.
That's the Vikings are fucking loaded. Hargrave on their defensive line is gonna eat.
And then Marcus Mariota stays with the Commanders. And then, of
Back to
course,
the
the
Skins.
beginning of the day, we had Cooper Kupp, DeMar Hamlin, Joey Bosa going to the Bills, DeAndre Hopkins going to the Ravens. That'll be a fun one. Cardinals signing Jacoby Brissett. Justin Reed.
DeAndre Hopkins to the Ravens it's so anticlimactic. He's not gonna make them better.
He's not the same player.
The needle didn't move.
No.
No. Now Sam
not at
Darnold.
all.
Most deep passing yards in the 2024 season. Number 1, Sam Darnold. Number 2, Jordan Love. Number 3, Bo Nix. Number 4, Justin Herbert. Number 5, Lamar Jackson. Najee Harris is Los Angeles bound, so
Yeah.
that running back for the Steelers.
Chargers.
Yep. And then Colts signing Daniel Jones. Hilarious.
And they're allowing him to compete against AR for the starting position.
Yeah, lots of
And
Vikings.
he
re-signed.
might win it.
49ers re-signed Kyle Juszczyk.
Oh, they re-signed him. Good for him, man.
Saints re-signed.
Damn, I was so
the
worried.
Broncos signed Dre Greenlaw. I didn't see that
So he
one.
left?
Fuck that guy.
Yeah,
Yep.
San Francisco just got completely gutted.
Yep.
And so did Houston. I
Well,
mean,
you got to pay. You got to pay some people. That's what happens.
yeah.
Patriots signed no shoes Mac Hollins. So
They screwed the pooch. San Francisco screwed up last year by signing Ayuk.
I think our final talking point for this episode, of course, Devontae Adams to LA. My question to y'all. You ready for this? This is my final question to y'all. And if you guys got final questions, ask me. But my final question to y'all. Do you think Devontae Adams will have more fun catching Matt Stafford's balls than he did catching Aaron Rodgers' balls?
Yeah, but the problem is he's not going to stay healthy because he's never played great on turf.
Let's just pretend he stays healthy.
Okay. All right.
I think he might have
I think-
he might have more fun.
I think Stafford throws a better ball. Yeah.
Stafford has a better deep ball.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
we'll get
I think-
if both of them stay healthy, I think he could have a good year in LA.
Devontae, Puka, Stafford. LA's been in the playoffs.
And
They're
then you
tough
got
team.
Williams back there in the back. You got
He's
Kyren
definitely
Williams.
100% more reliable than Cobb.
Mike, what do you think?
I think he's gonna have more fun. I think we're not gonna quite see him back at peak Green Bay levels, but I think he's gonna be really reinvigorated to play with a team that damn near beat the Super Bowl champions in the playoffs last year.
Green Bay damn near beat you too.
It wasn't nearly as close as the Rams were. The Rams game came down to the last play.
Nearly as close as the Rams were.
You guys are a bunch of idiots.
No, and
Go, Matt, go. And he won't say it out loud. I know it.
It's difficult.
All right. Anybody got any last questions for the table?
nope, I'm good.
Not even a Bears question?
I'm still questioning the Bears.
I'm not.
I'm like, not in the sense of, are we going to be okay? I'm like, I feel like we are, but I still got to see what the draft looks like because that plays a big part
You're
in the
questioning
picture.
the Bears because you're a traumatized Bears fan.
Here's the thing.
I'm like,
True.
I'm like, that's true.
We were in the off channel. We started chitting. And before the chatting had occurred back, we started the show. And I
Yes.
love that. Because what I have to say about the Bears, and I'm willing to put everything the internet considers me as an expert on the line.
On a hit show.
On a hit show.
Good show.
Which is, of course, opinionated, grabbed by sports enthusiasts. But I'll put all of this on the line.
We're expert analysis.
Yeah.
The Bears did not win the offseason.
I'm not debating that.
Hold on. It's different. And I can't explain it. But I don't think the Bears are back. Because you had to be there to ever be back, right? Like 1985, you're not back. But I think the Bears have started new.
So this is my take for what happened in the last couple of weeks.
And I'm okay with being excited.
Am I thrilled in the direction that we're going? Yes, because we finally are addressing the elephant in the room when it comes to the offensive line and also just the trenches in general on both sides of the ball. So the fact that's how we started the offseason allows me to be like, okay, maybe they're having the adult conversations now at the adult table and actually making adult decisions in that front office. However, even with all that to be said and all the moves that will happen moving forward, even next month in the draft, I need to see what happens come September. I need to see what happens week one when cleats are on the field, players are moving, plays are being called. I need to see this in action because it's cool to see it on paper. It's
You
cool to
are
see.
a broken man.
That's
The
fine.
Bears have broke you, my friend.
Duh.
I know this because you have a heart filled with faith before sight, which means if you are looking at something you love wholeheartedly and going, I don't give up.
I don't trust you yet. I don't trust you.
You have been broken, my friend.
I don't trust you.
Broken.
This is a simple fact. It's a simple thing. I treat it like a relationship. Yes,
Right.
I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt because you haven't. This is a whole new regime, and I have to give you the benefit of the doubt.
Right.
However, I have scars that still need to be healed.
Yeah, that's okay. I think you'll be fine this time.
I hear you. That sounds good out loud coming from somebody that doesn't have to deal with the shit I got to deal with.
I don't like saying it out loud. You hear how much I say it about the Lions, and they're an actual good football team.
But again,
Oh,
I am happy for the direction that we're going. I will say that wholeheartedly. I'm happy.
Yeah, you should be. Good.
However, Caleb has no excuse now.
Listen,
No,
hold
however.
on a second. I'm not sure where this Caleb excuse thing came from. I love it. Trust me. I love it. But he shouldn't have been a number 1 draft pick if the conversation now is he doesn't have any more excuses.
I didn't want him.
I know. I'm just saying. It's like I think your problem is Caleb Williams, but I think your football team is good. And that's all that matters. Caleb Williams is not.
I wanted Jaden Daniels.
People buy Fruit Loops all the time, and it makes no sense.
Whoa.
Do you buy name brand Fruit Loops?
Not really.
You buy the off brand, right?
I do whatever my pockets allow me to.
Yeah, exactly. Right? Why would you ever buy the name brand Fruit Loops? They taste the fucking same.
I've been saying that shit for decades.
Like the only arguable cereal that tastes the same no matter what fucking box it comes from is Fruit Loops.
I think just about every cereal tastes the same no matter what.
Oh yeah, no, I know, but there's some people out there that are like, honestly, the smacks that come in the actual smacks box have
It's all the same shit, just a different package.
We can say some of them taste better. Some of the generic ones actually taste better than the
This
others.
is very true.
Yeah, I agree. Fruit Loops it's indiscernible. We should have this thing. We should have a blind taste test and see how it works.
I honestly, the cereal
I-
that comes in Walmart, like in the bags or even just in the bag cereal, tastes
The essentials?
sometimes tastes it tastes a whole lot better than the name brand cereals.
The Lucky Charms one, they taste stale.
Fuck Lucky Charms.
I like Lucky Charms. What do you mean? What do you mean? Fuck Lucky Charms.
Lucky Charms.
All right, next week.
And blue moons.
Next week.
Golden rainbow and the red balloon.
and the blue.
No, I don't give a fuck. That's all it is.
All right, guys. All right.
You can have the unicorns.
I
You
didn't
can
know
do
it was
whatever the
Star
hell
Wars
you
today.
want. Hey, I'm telling you, Hunt's ketchup isn't that bad.
What's wrong with just regular ketchup?
No, Hunt's.
You guys all like mayonnaise, right?
We like mayonnaise. Who
All
doesn't
right,
like
so-
mayonnaise?
Charles likes mayonnaise because he puts it
Me.
on a fish sandwich.
I hate it.
What? What do you put on your sandwich?
What do I put on my fish
No, he
sandwich?
said he
it
says he
comes
doesn't
with
like
mayonnaise.
mayonnaise.
I mean,
I don't
McDonald's.
like mayonnaise. Where the
You
fuck
order-
did this me liking mayonnaise thing come
I've
from?
asked. No, I said you like mayonnaise. I
Oh,
didn't say
do
you
I like mayonnaise?
Yeah.
No.
Okay,
I put
fuck?
cheese. By the way, I
No.
put cheese on my fish sandwich,
Me-
motherfucker.
that's why I was asking. I was bringing it up
I
here.
put cheese on my fish sandwich.
Yeah.
No. All
Oh,
right,
if it's
right.
too dry, take a fucking
right.
drink.
Anyway,
No!
we have another
No!
NCAA bracket, food bracket. When we're gonna have a food bracket here before the tournament. Maybe we'll do
Let's
it next
crash
Tuesday.
out.
Next Tuesday, that's what it'll be. If there's no crazy NFL news, we'll have I'll make an NCAA bracket with food, and I'll take you guys all come up with 16 foods, and then we'll try to make a 64 team bracket with the food.
7,100 pepperonis.
Oh, sure.
That's too spicy for you.
No, in one
Charles, you
setting.
come up
That's
with
how
whatever
much,
you want. I know ranch is gonna be
that's
on
how
there.
much. That's
Spice
how many
ranch will be
pepperonis
on
it would
there.
take to kill you in one sitting. 7,100.
I would
But you would
try
die
it.
from salt overdose.
I'm
You would
gonna
actually
try
die
it.
from the pepperoni.
I'm gonna try it.
32
Y'all don't
pounds.
see me next week. You'll know why.
32 pounds.
He ate.
I ate 32 pounds of meat.
32 pounds. And if you're curious on wanting to know, before I give the answer, you need to cut this show off, all right? But if you're curious to know the answer to how many people die annually falling out of bed in the United States, you'll get to know on Monday. But tonight, I'm going to tell everyone else in here. So have a good one. And the answer is
Charts when you hear WH, know we came to spar. Fuck all the dollars, we grind, put in the time. Y'all just talk, but we live. This the heat to provide. We got Laws with the heat. Sat in the game, mics on blast. Every take got flames. From the Midwest grind to the world we reign. When you hear this crew, better know the name. I got one thing to say to the ones who hate. If you ain't built for the fire and stay out the flame. From the sports talk kings to the ones who dream, you ain't never gonna